What is up, family? It is Riley White, owner and CEO of Recycle.io. Ooh, upside down. Recycle.io, RECYCLE.io on Instagram. Give us a follow. And before I get into the review, because I know you guys see the title, I'm going to give you guys a little rundown on what my brand's about, and hopefully you guys can dig it. Now, what Recycle is my attempt to bring sneakerheads together. We have OGs and we have resellers. And a lot of times you're forced to choose a side. Either you're an OG collector and you're all about the story and all this stuff. I love that part of the community, But there's also resellers. And a lot of those people are considered to not care about the community at all, and they only care about the money and blah, 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 and they'll fuck over anyone for a few bucks. And then I find myself, I'm a realistic sneakerhead. I have my collection. I love my sneakers. But I also can't afford every shoe I want. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices and sell what you want because you need the money. And if I can't make money doing what I love, if I can make money doing what I love, why wouldn't I do it, right? In my opinion, now this is my morals, and if you don't fit those morals, it's understandable. There's a place for everyone in my videos, in my community, and I hope you guys can dig it. Now, the name Recycle, the reason I chose Recycle was because what I learned from collectors is that they put me onto a lot of game. They teach me a lot about the game, and I really respect them to that. I really respect them for that. They give me the knowledge, and then I also find myself recycling that on other people. And then in my resellers, and the people I've met through reselling, I get sneakers from them, and then I recycle them. I move on to the next person. I try to show love. There's a lot of love in this community on both sides, and let's bring those sides together, and I hope you guys can really get along with that. And let's jump right into the review. Today, I showed the sneaker a little sneak peek. You guys saw the title already. Let's start with the box. This reminds me a whole lot of a Jordan 1 box, especially with this red line and the black box. I love Jordan 1s. They're my favorite sneaker. And it's just a shame they're worth so much right now because I just love the silhouette. Now, box, dope, decently put together. I like this little pull tab. It's on the 4s and the 5s and all the other stuff. It's not on 1 boxes, but it's nice, especially when you have a lot and you just pull out 1 box. This little hole is nice. Little box label there. I got the QR code, which I think is interesting. I kind of like that a little bit. You can read this. It's classic Cortez. You know what shoe this is. I actually have 2 shoes for you. And in the box, the shoes are out of the box already. It's got this paper. It has regular paper on the inside. However, we have this paper, which is like a blueprint. And it's of a mall. Spoiler, I have not seen the 3rd season of this TV show that they are from. This is the Stranger Things Nike collab. I don't have the Blazers, sadly. I will get those soon, possibly. I hope so. And if I do, no videos coming. However, I have not seen season 3 yet. Please don't spoil it for me. And let's jump right into the shoes. The first shoes that I'm gonna be going over are the Cortez. These shoes are fucking awesome. Now, this is one of those shoes that I love dearly because of the story. I hate the model. I'm not a Cortez fan whatsoever. I love the story, and sadly I'm going to be moving these on. Shout out to James Elmquist. These are yours. Need my money by Wednesday, though. Come on. I'm messing with you, bro. Anyways, I love this shoe. However, I cannot keep it. We'll get into the Tailwinds when we get to the Tailwinds. These are sold already, though. Size 11. Shout out to you, James. And let's get right into what this sneaker's about. Start with the regular white laces, black aglets, little once over. Now, story behind them is dope. If you've ever seen Stranger Things, if you have not seen Stranger Things, you better go watch that shit. It is an amazing TV show on Netflix. It's not the best TV show on Netflix. It's up there, but it ain't the best. Feel free to let me know what your favorite Netflix TV show is if you watch this far. Now, insoles are super dope. I would take them out if they were my sneaker, but they are not, and I don't want to disrespect James at all since he already purchased these. But they have a really awesome insole, and on the inside, I'm going to take it out a little bit, just a little bit. It has Russian lettering, or like some sort of phrase. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm assuming it's Russian just because that's based off what I've seen of Russian characters. That's what it looks like. But honestly, I have no idea. I'm going to take a guess and say Russian. I don't really know. Now, come with the black extra laces, and the elephant in the room is, what is this material? It is to be burned off is what it's meant to be. And if you guys know a little bit about this sneaker, you know that there's this, here, let me show you guys the tongue. You can see it best on the tongue, actually, which also, nice features, that little foam. Love that. I love that, I love that, I love that. I think it first featured on the Off-White, which is a little shame that they took it from them, because I have a love and hate relationship with Off-White. I think some of the shoes are really dope, and I think other shoes are just super lazy. Story for a different time. But you can see it best here. If you look closely, there is 2 layers. There is this layer on top, this tan color, this beach, I would say sand color, and underneath you can kind of see the denim. You can see it a lot better on the Tailwinds, and I'll show you there because it features the same stuff on both. But this top layer is meant to be burned off, and what James is actually doing is he's going to skate in these. So I'm really excited, and if he sends me pictures or videos of him skating in these, kind of torn up, I'll show you guys as soon as I get them. Ooh, my neck hurts. But I'll show you guys as soon as I can get it. Ooh, this camera keeps falling. Excuse me. Now, overall, quality is pretty decent. I mean, you have those few Nike quality control issues. I love the story behind this. It's just cool, you know what I mean? Upside down, you have this whole thing about, I don't want to give too much away if you haven't watched Stranger Things. I mean, it's 3-year spoiler alert. Watch the damn show, man. Really? Come on, it's too late for that. Spoiler alert for season 1. If you don't know what the upside down is, I'm fairly certain that's what these are based off of, you know, kind of like reality is different. I don't really know what they were going for with that, but reality is, you know, is turned upside down, the shadow realm or whatever, the 5th dimension, whatever you want to call it. I guess what they're trying to symbolize with the 2 different layers. I mean, it's the same shoe, but when you burn it, it's 2 different things. I don't really know. I'm going to make this shit up on the fly, to be honest with you. It's a cool shoe, though. Love the story. Not a fan of the Cortez model at all. And I do have a DS pair from 1979, the Forrest Gump model, which is really cool. I might show you guys one day, possibly in the future. Overall, I'm gonna give this shoe, one thing. Black laces, of course. It comes with pins. It comes with pins that are really cool. Really cool. Wrong side. One says, and then there's this mall, and then it's like an ambulance, I believe. Cool shoe. And he's got a lot of really nice touches, nostalgia. Before, I wish they did a different model, but then again, I realized that show takes place in 1985. For them to use a Cortez just makes sense because it was really hot back then, you know what I mean? That's a shoe that everyone wore. So for them to use the model, you know, stay with the times, I can respect that. Now, overall, I'm gonna give this specific shoe 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Story is cool. Me personally, not a fan of the model, but me putting my personal biases aside, they executed well on what they said they were going to do, basically. I would really like to see what it's like when these are burned off. I'm sure there's pictures out there, and I would show you if these are my pairs, but I'm going to be, sadly, this one's going to be going. And then when we get into the Tailwind, which I'll get into right now, these are a size 9.5. If anyone's interested, and if no one's interested, I'll give you guys for New York retail. Remember, not regular retail, because I live in New York. Tax goes crazy, 8%. If anyone wants these for New York retail, and add yourself a label, get yourself a label, or pay for a label, I'll get you a label. You can have these. If not, I'm gonna return them, sadly. Part of being a realistic sneakerhead is sometimes you don't have the money to keep shoes that you want. I would love to keep these shoes. One, they're not my size. I was getting these for someone else and I ended up not wanting them. Part of the game. Happens sometimes. But will not be keeping these. Now, these also, before I get into it, these also have black laces and the pins. Now, the pins are going for like $40 on eBay. I've seen people just sell the pins, which is cool, I guess. I don't really know if you wanted to keep them, but if you want to return them to Nike, you have to have those pins on there. And I'm not really a scammer. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to roll anyone over. It's all love. No real reason for me to do all that, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna return my money back. That's all I really care about. And I get a dope little video for you guys, so it's a win-win. Same shoe, really, just a different model. The Tailwind, I don't like the shoe much either. Same quality, really. Honestly, nothing much. Same insoles, same little inscription on the inside, underneath. Pretty much the same. You can see it so much better here, that kind of on the tongue. That's also kind of because they fucked it up, but it's got this, like, here, let me try to put these laces out of the way for you. They got these laces, and not the laces, you can see it under there, there's that denim underneath. It's like a denim material, and it's like a tan denim on top. You can see the little threads starting to come out here. Oops. Overall, I'm giving these shoes a 7 out of 10. 7 for execution on what they said they were gonna do, and the story behind it. You know, I love that they did this for the TV show, and for the models they use it on, keeping it true with times. And I think these are a really, really cool sneaker. They're just not for me. Not really a big fan of low tops, so kind of a pass for me. But I got to make a little cool video for you guys. Oh, the tongue, Nike Stranger Things, lace. There's not too much to say about this. It's really just a regular sneaker with a nice little touch. I know, a little nice, just nothing crazy. I kind of went over it already. Appreciate you guys for watching. And overall, I'm excited for what's coming with Nike. I think if they can keep up this same kind of energy and do it on maybe some more popular models, it'd be better. Like the Blazers, I really wish I had those because I like the Blazers quite a bit. Don't have enough money to keep the Blazers, but I did like them a lot. Reminds me of the Sakai collection a little bit. Whereas like I didn't like the lows, but the Blazers were so fire. I really like the Blazers. I just wish they came out in a different colorway. Story for a different day. I can rant for hours. The shoe, cool. I hope you guys like my review on it. If you guys want to see more on the Tailwinds, but honestly the Tailwinds are just like the Cortez. There's not too much of a difference, just a different model really. It's the same exact shoe, just a different silhouette. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I give you guys one request. Part of what Recycle is kind of showing the knowledge, sharing knowledge, helping other people win. You know what I mean? There's enough room for all of us to eat out here when it comes to resale and, you know, knowledge. I mean, we're all so full of stuff. We keep it to ourselves. We don't like to share. Share, little guys. Take 5-10 minutes out of your day. Share some bit of sneaker knowledge you know. Put it out there. Share this video if you like. I mean, that would be greatly appreciated, but that's not what I'm asking you to do. Share something, whatever you know. Maybe a sneaker tip you learned, anything. Give it to someone maybe who's a little younger, who's asking questions. Someone slides in your DMs, ask you a little bit of questions. Put them onto a little game, you know. Let's bring the sneaker community back together. That's my only hope. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Have a good one.